All right, good morning, or good evening, or good night, wherever you are, what time you're seeing this. My name is John Sargent. I'm the instructor for this course. It's Wednesday morning, day one of our 7-week adventure looking at management. So, this is just going to be a brief introduction, talk about a couple things that are particularly important with the class. Of course, check out the syllabus. You've got that. It's been updated, and that provides you everything you need to know more or less about the structure of the course, what we're trying to accomplish, and course requirements. So, a couple things here I've jotted down. Let's talk briefly about the basic structure of the course. It's a 7-week course, of course, and we're covering 2 modules per week. So things are going to move quickly. Now, with each module, you've got a whole bunch of things. You need to read the chapter within the text. Of course, this is our textbook. You can, of course, get an electronic edition, also whatever going to work for you best. And then with each module, basically the first module in the week, you're going to read the text. You're going to go through and do the various exercises that there are. And within each of those modules, we've got somewhere between 2 to 3 discussion boards. Discussion boards are critically important for this class. I'm a big person that spent decades in face-to-face classes, and I like to have as much interaction as possible with students, and of course within a good MBA program like this, you're going to actually learn as much or more from other students as you can learn from any other source. So discussion boards I view as critically important to this class. So you got to spend a lot of time working on those and posting quality stuff. Now we have a set structure there that I want everybody to understand. So you've got module 1 within a particular week. And, of course, you need to do all that stuff as far as reading things over. And then you're going to get to the discussion boards. On that first discussion board, typically, I've indicated that you need to basically post out. You're going to be doing some type of exercise, typically within a particular module. And you'll do whatever that is, the personality test, looking at a specific case. And then the first thing, your initial post is you're reporting out how you did on that particular test, for example, personality exam, and then have a complete initial post. And in grading those, I'm specifically looking for that you are able to demonstrate knowledge of what's been covered in the text, and that you specifically gone through that particular exercise and you're posting out. So if any of those aren't there, then of course I'm here to reward the just and punish the wicked. Follow instructions. With those posts you're reporting out, and then you need to do that initial report out by Saturday midnight. Then you're going to go through and read everybody else's discussions posts, who's also published out no later than Saturday at midnight. And then you're going to follow up. You're going to look and say, hey, that person wrote something really interesting. I'm going to continue that thread and discuss that point further. And again, we're looking for integration between the text material, any other information I've given you, and that it should be clear to me that with your posts, you're using information from those various sources. So if you're doing a post, and there's nothing in that shows me that you understand the material covered within what I've asked you to read or view, and if that's not in the post, your initial post or your follow-up post, then that post is going to earn far less than full credit. So I'm looking for that integration. I'm looking for that building upon the knowledge that you're supposedly gaining, that you are gaining in class, from going through that material. Of course, feel free to, and it's very important, to add in your own experiences at your workplace, current or past. And I think in general we've had some very rich discussions on the discussion board for our 7-week module. So that's critically important. Again, spend a lot of time and thought on what you're posting. And as you'll hear shortly, with all your discussion posts, and of course all your work, but especially the discussion posts, you need to bring your A game. As Steve Jobs liked to say, A players like to work with other A players. And so if I notice that you're not doing A work on those discussion boards, I'll probably be sending you an email or contacting you some way saying, hey, you need to bring your A game to these. So get your initial post there Sunday night, and you're following up on Saturday night, and you're following up with that final post for that first module within any particular week on Sunday. So we have hard deadlines here. You got to follow them. That's critical with an online class. We have people posting too late. Then your colleagues aren't going to be reading them and learning from what you're contributing to the class. Okay, so that's the first module in a particular class, particular week. And the second module, you need to do your initial posting by Monday night, midnight. And then your follow-up posting, again, having read what the other people in class have posted, and get that done by Tuesday night. And then we'll start it all over again on Wednesday with a new week and 2 new modules. So make sure you're paying attention to that structure, and I think we'll have some great discussions on the discussion board. Very much looking forward to that. So you've got to come up with 5 posts per module. And there's a little more flexibility on what you're posting in the points of interest discussion board, but again, make sure you're basing your posts on factual information and drawing from the text and discussion with the other students on doing that. All right, so just for our introduction here also, instructor availability. I'm a big email person, so emailing me is probably the easiest way to contact me. And I'll respond to those no later than 24 hours unless something's just blown up. And hopefully, generally, a lot sooner than that. Of course, you've got my phone number on the syllabus. You've got a Skype number there also if you're a Skype person. And you can also contact me at any time through the Blackboard instant messaging and video system that you have available as part of this course. So lots of ways to contact me, and I will be responsive in getting back to you for any questions that you might have. All right, so that's the basic structure of the course. As you go through the introduction, click on some of the buttons. You've got a bunch of introductory material about me and what I'm bringing to this course. I developed this course. I've taught it since inception. I've been teaching at UT Pan Am for a long time. And this is a fantastic part of the world to be, and very proud of what our university is doing and where we're going with our online programs and others. And so you've got all kinds of introduction material about me, and so pretty much after you get through some of the other material within this particular introduction, go down to the student introduction section, and make sure you're providing quality information about that. We're going to be together for the next 7 weeks, and it's helpful for me and it's helpful to your colleagues to understand who you are, what you're excited about, what your background is, where you're working, and what you're bringing to the class. So spend a bunch of time on that resource, the Student Information Discussion Board. All right, I think that's my intro. I try to keep these things within no more than 6 or 7 minutes. And I will see you again at the start of week 1, where I will be posting a introduction there also shortly. All right, I look forward to a great 7 weeks. If you have questions, let me know.